Hello everyone, welcome to the Mastercam course. In that lecture we're gonna talk about lathe process. So that's why I'm turning and SolidWorks. Maybe it will be better for you to create your product by using the SolidWorks. After that you can be able to easily turn to Mastercam to create your and the G code. Okay, let's create some product by using the SolidWorks actually, and we also get to know how can we create our G code by using the Mastercam and with solid part actually. Okay, I'm gonna start with the line action. Actually, I'm gonna start with here. Okay, and then I'm gonna create my boundary like this. Okay, that's gonna be easy part actually for turning operation. So I can turn to actually and dimensions. Actually, this is my and the radius. I can write here 25, and then maybe we should also create some degree here. It can be like this, and then I can create and the radius for and that part actually, and then maybe we should also decide that that's area can be maybe 30. You can see that, and there is some degree here. I don't want that, so that's why we can use the right mouse button to make that stuff actually horizontal, but we get some error here. Okay, actually, oops, I can and get that point, and I can drag that point easily, so we don't want that. So let's try to create some center line here. Actually, that's gonna be rotation axis for us. After that, I can select that line and that center line and make them collinear. Okay, and then finally maybe we should also give some dimension for that spot in the SolidWorks actually, and you can see the sum and approach here. There is some degree, another degree here. Maybe we should make them vertical here. This is my degree. Okay, everything seems fine. I just need to give some smart dimension, and then we're gonna see all my line with black because we lock all the dimension. It means that okay, maybe it can be 100. Okay, after that, if you intend to create a different perspective, maybe we should also give some radius here. Maybe it can be 35 like that one, and then I can create another radius for that one. While we are creating our radius, we can also select the corner point. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and of course if you intend to create some, for example, that's kind of operations here, maybe some turning operation, it can be necessary here. Maybe we should also create that stuff. Okay, this is my dimension. My radius can be 17, and then we can actually use the trim options to be able to get rid of that part and that part. We can also actually at that point we can also cancel my dimension. Oops, sorry about that. I need to delete that part, and let's try to create distance for that one. That is 60, and this is 17. We already created that part, but we lost that dimension. Yes, everything seems fine right now. Okay, I can create some 15 millimeter radius. No, it's not good. Maybe we should make them 5. and then click OK button. Okay, everything seems fine right now. Okay, last part, maybe we should create some 2mm radius for that spot. You know that we don't want to see some sharp corner if it is not necessary for our product, for mechanics approach, of course. Okay, this is my actually sketch, and then we can exit the sketch here. Okay, if you would like to and enter the exit again, you can use the right mouse button and edit sketch options. Okay, everything seems fine. This is my product actually. Yeah, maybe, and I almost forgot to organize that dimension. Yeah, this is locked because of my degree here. We have some diameter here and another diameter here, and the distance and Z position and the radius. So that's why we cannot give any and the distance about that. After that, we can turn to actually features, and I'm gonna click here. I'm gonna select my rotation axis. This is my rotation axis, and then click OK button. So this is gonna be my product actually. Okay, like that one. Let's turn back to actually and Mastercam, and then we can easily create our product. Okay, I'm gonna write here my first turning operation. My first turning operation with solid part, of course. Okay, and you can also find that folder with solid. Okay, you can also find that SolidWorks file in our Udemy courses. Okay, after that we can also save that file by using the save as options, and then I'm gonna click here because we had a problem opening the actually SolidWorks part, and we should use some setup for and the SolidWorks extension. After that we can easily be able to open that part. Okay, I can select Parasolid, it can be Parasolid, and then I can turn to Mastercam, and then we can use the file open button, and then we can turn to our Udemy courses. We cannot see any folder right now because of the file type, and then I can turn to maybe all files, and then we're gonna see all my parts here. Okay, this is my Parasolid part. I can double click on it, and then we're gonna see our product exactly and what I need. Okay, we can also turn back to isometric perspective. So this is the Z-axis actually in normal turning operation, but we are using the Cartesian coordinate system. You're gonna see that X, Y, and Z axis like this. So this is my position. Okay, and then let's create our toolpath. So I'm gonna turn back to machine, lathe, and default options. This is funnel control unit system, and then we can easily create our lathe operations. Okay, let's create our face toolpath first. Of course, we can also organize our stock here. While we are creating our stock, of course, we can turn to wireframe, and we can create our line. I can turn to horizontal line options. As you remember that part, I can start from origin. Sorry, it must be vertical, and then I can click here. So yeah, actually sorry about that, but this is the inches system right now. Okay, we don't want that. I just need to turn back to the configuration options, and we're gonna turn to actually metric unit. Okay, we can also change that stuff as a millimeter, and then I'm gonna use the save button and then click the OK button again, and we can easily scale our product. Okay, everything seems fine right now. Let's turn back to line options. Vertical line, we can start from here and we're gonna reach here. So that's my length options, and we can also write our z-axis position. Of course, we can turn back to keyword options. Yeah. Okay, that line is enough for me to create my stock. Actually, I can hit this stock setup and then stock properties here, and then make from 2-point options. I like that stuff. I just need to select that point and my origin. So everything is created automatically. I just use margins options, and then I just need to add some 1 or 2 millimeter here to be able to create my face toolpath. You can see that that's position, final position Z0, and this is 2 millimeter for my stocks options. Okay, everything seems fine. We can use the Lathe toolpath, and then I can click the face toolpath. Okay, that's going to be my tool with radius 0.8 millimeter corner radius. Okay, and then I can write my feed rate, and then we need to select our constant spindle speed or constant cutting speed options. While we are using the face toolpath, most of the time we prefer to use constant cutting speed options. So I'm gonna click here, and then I'm gonna make them 110 meter divided by min. Okay, so this is my cutting speed. I get that stuff by using to my tool and experience actually, or you can ask for your tool sellers about what is the cutting speed with that materials. Of course, if you use the constant cutting speed, it means that we're gonna change our spindle speed. So that's why I need to write maximum spindle speed here. So I'm gonna write here 6000. We can activate coolant, and we can also use some approach position. Okay, for approach position and retract position. If you are new in that industry, and you can use reference point. Okay, that is the good options for approaching our product and by using the save position. After that, of course, while we are using the face parameters, we can use the stock options, and then I just need to write my one finish process, and we can also use the retract position and stock to leave and the millimeter. Okay, just click OK button, and then we can easily create our the toolpath like this. Okay, that is my toolpath. We can also select the holder options here. This is the face toolpath. Okay, of course, if you would like to use the actually roughing options, roughing step, I can click here and add 1 millimeter, and then we're gonna see that's kind of toolpath here. 1, 2, and final, and the one final step 0.25 millimeter. Okay, everything seems fine. After that, let's turn back to actually roughing process. I'm gonna click here, mill toolpaths and roughing process. Okay, when we click here, exactly we're gonna see some solid chain options. So at that point, I can easily select my chain like this. Okay, perfect options. I can click here. It is already selected. I'm gonna use the same tool, but my feed rate gonna be like this. At that point we can turn to constant actually spindle speed. It can be 3000. I don't need to write any maximum spindle speed because we are using the constant spindle speed. At that case I can activate it. We can make them 3 here and here. Then we can turn to roughing parameters. We can use the equal steps and auto or incremental options. Most of the time I prefer to use equal steps options. Okay, this is my stock to leave on the X and stock to leave on the Z axis. Most of the time I prefer to use the half of the stock to leave position according to X and Z position. Okay, and then actually this is my compensation type, and then that part is also quite important. If you intend to use the stock recognition, you can use the disable stock recognition. If I am clicking here, is to remember that we cannot create any the toolpath for that area because this is my stock actually. So we just, and as you know that we just select some and actually chain like this. Okay, there is no any line like this, so that's why and I need to select use stock options. Okay, use stocks for outer boundary options, adjust stock button. You're gonna see the our stock like this, and then it's already recalculated automatically. Okay, after that as a final I can click here Mill toolpath and finish toolpath, and then I can start from here and I'm gonna reach at that point. Actually I can click OK button, so we can change our radius. Maybe we can use 0.4 millimeter and the radius here, and I can select my feed rate like this. We can use the constant cutting speed again, that can be 200, and I'm gonna write my maximum spindle speed, and then we can also activate our reference point, and then we just wanna see the one finishing toolpath. Actually this is my lead in options, this is my lead in, and this is my lead out options. I'm gonna click OK button. At that point actually, and we're gonna see the same solution here. Okay, so let's see our all operations: face toolpath and roughing and finish toolpath. Okay, everything seems fine. And thank you very much. I really appreciate your interest. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask me any question. I'm here to answer your question. My intention to create huge community about engineering stuff all around the world. If you have any question, you can ask me, and then I can create some video or any documents, and then I can share and with that stuff for everyone. Okay, if it is okay for you. Thank you very much.